Today we're going to be creating these adorable tin cups. They are so cute. The surface that we're going to be using is about 2.5, 2 3/4 inches tall, and you can go up to about 4 inches wide on these. These are sublimation ready tin cups. A few things that you're going to need for this project. I'm using sublimation paper 125 and I am using heat resistant tape. You are going to need some kind of a sublimation printer with sublimation ink in it. So I am using an Epson EcoTank 2760 that I have converted over by putting Hippo sublimation ink into it. You are also going to need some kind of a heat source, and today I'm using my Cricut mug press for these. You can use any kind of a mug press or oven that you want to use. This is just my preference for these little tin cups. So I wanted to get going on these little tin cups real quick. So I went into my Creative Fabrica account. I have the All Access. I'll have a link below for that. And I found these hot cocoa logos. And I also will be putting some other images on my paper. But these are some really cute ones for gift giving. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to download this file. And then I'm going to extract them. After I have all of my images downloaded, I am opening a new Word document. You can print from anywhere that you want, but I choose to print from Word. It just works really good for me whether I'm creating in my Canva account or where I'm creating. I bring the images into my Word document and it works really well for me. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I went to layouts and I've got it set the way I want it, and I have my margin set to 0, and then I'm going to insert pictures from this device. Here you can see I brought my first image in. So it is the Christmas blend hot cocoa. I think this is super cute. So what you're going to need to do is in this icon right by the image, you'll see layout options, and you're going to do the through, wrap and through feature, because that way you can move this around on your page. Here you can see that I've brought a bunch of images in and I have made them smaller so that I have many that fit on my page. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a shape. And the reason I do that is because, like I said, that cup gives you an area of about 2 3/4 inches, and you can go as wide as maybe 4 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to insert an image of a rectangle, and I'm going to make that size the size that I want on my cup so that I can use that as a template. So here you can see I have that shape in there, and I made it 2.5 inches by about 3.55. You can see up here in the top right corner that it's given me the dimensions of that rectangle that I have there. So now I can move that around the page by again selecting that wrap and through feature, and then I can move it over the top of my images to make sure that they're going to fit on my cup. Here you can just see that I've moved it onto another image just to show you that if it fits in this box, then it'll fit on the cup. Then after I've sized up all of my images, then I just delete that shape that I put in there because we don't want to print that shape. So be sure to delete that before you print. So now it's time to print. So I go into my printer setups and I go under printer properties, and I'm going to want to make sure that I have premium presentation paper matte selected and I want high quality. Now I'm under more options. So I'm going to go under image options first, and I'm going to make sure that I have emphasize more, and I'm going to check emphasize thin lines, and then I'm going to hit OK on that. And then at the bottom there you can see that I'm mirroring my image. You always want to mirror your sublimation images or your words are going to be backwards. And you want to make sure that you have high speed or bidirectional unchecked. You do not want to be printing in high speed. And then hit OK. My print project is almost complete. So you can see my completed sheet with my designs on it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim around every image. I don't like to leave excess paper because there could be stray ink on there that you can't see. And if you don't see it, it will transfer onto your cup. So trim your images down. So now I'm firing up my mug press. Well, these tin cups are slightly too small for my mug press, and so I use these silicone wraps, and they come in 3 sizes. This is a pack of 3 that I got, and I use them all the time for different things. I will have the link below for them, and you're also going to need some heat-resistant gloves. You can see my glove laying there. That's the one that I'm going to be using for this project. So like I said, I cannot get enough pressure on this tin cup without having a silicone wrap on it. So what I did was I took my medium-sized silicone wrap and I put it around the cup, and I leave the lip of this tin cup on the top. I leave it out, but press it all the way to the top, but I leave that out slightly. And here I'm just testing it to make sure that I have enough pressure on my tin cup. And it seems to be really good pressure with this medium silicone wrap. So here now I'm going to clean my blank. So I use coffee filters on these to get any lint off. Coffee filters are lint free, and so they work really well on hard substrates for cleaning them. Now I'm attaching my image, and if you can look through the back of your paper, you can see the writing. As you can see on here, I can see that it is not upside down. Always check that. No matter how seasoned we are, we will on occasion put something upside down. So always double check that. And then you can see here that I've taped it on with heat-resistant tape, and it's ready to go in the press. All right, so now I have it in the Cricut mug press, and I have got it closed, and I am going to run it for 1 full cycle on the Cricut mug press. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to open the press. I'm going to turn the handle slightly, and I'm going to press it again for about another 45 seconds. Now, if you have a different kind of mug press, or if you're using an oven, just follow your standard tumbler or whatever else that you've used. Just follow the time and temperature for that. But for these little tin cups, I am using the Cricut mug press. And like I said, I'm going to run it through 1 full cycle. Then I'm going to open it up, move the handle all the way over, and I'm going to press it for another 45 seconds. And here it is, fresh out of the press. They are extremely hot, so be very careful when you're taking your print off. Now, you're going to want to set it on something to cool, so I have it on a cooling mat, and also you can see it sitting on one of those silicone wraps too. So I apologize for this picture. It's got a shadow in it, but it turned out really well. Please see links below for items that I've used in this video. And here you can see that I've added a couple packets of hot cocoa mix and a peppermint candy cane, and I've wrapped it in cellophane, ready for gift giving. I think these turned out super cute. I have put links below for items that I've used in this video, and also a link to my Etsy store. Thank you.